keep some Budweiser around for Uncle Bob too, because he might need it. Hello, I am Wine Dine Caroline. I am a wine expert, a chef, and I live in Lyon, France, where I run Lyon wine tastings. But this year, I'm going to be heading back to America to spend the holidays with my family. So I wanted to make a video for you about how to choose wines for your holiday table and my top 3 tips for making the most out of your wine selections this festive season. Is that too dorky? So the number one thing you need to do for preparing the holiday meal is don't stress too much and buy more than one wine. This is a meal that's going to have a lot of different flavors, a lot of different components, and so you really want to have options. And my favorite table is a table that has lots and lots of glasses and bottles of wine on it, so that's the way to do it for sure. When we're talking turkey and sides and the whole shebang, you really do want to have reds, you want to have whites, and rosé is also a super good option. Ultimately, having more wines on the table also gives you more of a chance to please everybody, which can be really challenging, and keep some Budweiser around for Uncle Bob too, because he might need it. My number 2 tip for any party is don't break the bank. And there are many ways to find better value wines, so let's talk about a few of them. One of my favorite ways to actually make sure you are drinking really good wine for not that much is to identify a really incredible producer and find what else they make. For example, here I have a beautiful Châteauneuf du Pape from Château Lannais. This is one of the best wines in the world, and it comes at a price. I'm not going to buy 12 bottles of this to share with 100 people because I don't like anyone that much. But Château Lannais, like many wine producers, also makes a Côte de Rhône that is much more affordable. This is still a really good wine. It's incredible and it's really good value. It's made by the same people, it's from the same place, but it's a slightly different style. They tend to be lighter, although I know in this case this is quite a rich wine. And it's a really great option for having amazing wine made by an amazing producer that isn't the top dollar one. And so many great wine producers will have what we call a second wine, and that's really where you can find fantastic value from some of the best producers in the world. Now, since we're in France and I gotta, push my French wines here, other regions that are really, really great for this kind of meal are going to be Tavel. Tavel comes from southern France. It is just west of Avignon, and it is a dry rosé that is a lot darker than what is sort of trendy right now coming out of Provence. But these are really good food wines. They have a lot of the characteristics that you love in red wine. They can even have a little bit of tannins. Often they have a bit of a kind of green pepper pyrazine vibe. And these are really, really great wines that pair super well with turkey and the trimmings. They still have a lot of red fruit and enough texture to really hold you over. Also, who doesn't love a Magnum? I know I do. Bonus tip, everyone loves Magnums and they make everything a lot more fun. We know it, don't we? Other regions that are really great value, that are good holiday wines, are Beaujolais, and of course we have Beaujolais Nouveau that is released the week before Thanksgiving. This is fantastic, light, fruity red that can go really, really well with our holiday meal. We also have fancier Beaujolais called the Cruise of Beaujolais, and you can learn more about Beaujolais in my Beaujolais video. The Beaujolais wines are always going to be really good value for money. Another region in France that represents incredible value for money is the Languedoc, and this is a big region in southern France. It kind of spans Montpellier down to Perpignan, and it is a really diverse, vast area with lots of different wines, and there is incredible quality for the money here. We have whites, reds, rosés, bubbles, sweet wine, everything. So I highly recommend going to your local wine shop and checking out wines from the Languedoc as well. And finally, my 3rd tip for holiday entertaining is have a bottle of the good stuff, but don't share it with everybody. This is your wine for either the day before or the day after everyone leaves. So keep that bottle of Châteauneuf du Pape, crack it open with yourself and one other, maybe 2 other people. I do think it is worth having wonderful wine at your table, but you want to save the really good stuff when you're only sharing it with one other person. So definitely don't whip out the really good stuff when you have everyone and their mother over to your house and around your table, but keep that bottle, have it the night before, have it as fortification for when you have to cook for 25 people. We all know what that's like. Or maybe you could even put it in a brown paper bag and drink it while you're cooking. Although don't do that to this wine. This wine needs to be decanted and loved and celebrated and Instagrammed, so, I I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, and enjoy yourself. Drink great wine. Drink great wine that's not that expensive. Cheers! Cheers from France. If you want to learn more about pairing the holiday meal, head to the link in the description for my free holiday wine pairing guide. This is a jam-packed PDF guide and a 30-minute video, and it is free.